Alright, let's see. Let's see how it is. Oh my god. Alright. Tier list stream. Haven't done one in like a year. This is truly the sub-month May special. Alright. Now it's time to, okay, I gotta set this up. What the hell? Okay. Had to pop in, yo. How you doing, my one viewer? Alright, let's lower this. Alright. Care to share some objective opinions with me? Because if you do not agree on something, I will obliterate you on the spot. Now hold on. For class 2 classic tier 1 more billion star. Okay, so whoever made this tier list, if it'll show it, I don't know why it's not showing. Why is OBS actually being stupid out of all times? Why has nothing gone right? Oh my god. Nothing's going right. Why? 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 I'm gonna try to hide every other layer to see if that works. Why is it being weird? Why is it being so weird? Why? No. No. Huh? I'm not gonna restart streaming. I don't want to do this. Huh? Huh? This is so scuffed. Because I feel strongly about any other Marvel movies, so anything I will gas up. Good to know I'm in an echo chamber. Good to know I will be heard. Okay, I might have to make a new scene. Okay, so this one works perfectly fine for some reason. Okay, I guess the scene's just dead now. Alright, cool. Hold on, I gotta copy this one. And then, boom. Hey, seamless. As if nothing happened. Just like that, alright. You know, it's okay. In my opinion, it's only a bit unfair that we are the only ones reflecting this echo chamber of opinion. So I think we gotta see if people will show up, so we can see if we can argue as people. Cause let's be real, streams have been slow. They've been slow for months, but we need this. We need for real. This time it matters, cause we need to argue. It's all about arguing here tonight. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying before, like I realized OBS was being stupid. So here's the tier list of Marvel movies. I think I'm gonna add more tiers. But what's going on is that whoever made this list is like, oh my god, they had the Tobey Maguire. No echo chamber. Oh, do I even have chat here? I do have chat, but it's on the. Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. Because I'm gonna be real, this was the this scene I used for the Zombies, so it's structured a lot differently than normal. Because I don't know why. Where is it? It's designed to not work today, so we're using this the Zombies overlay. It's all in all the same thing, really. So nothing much change. Oh, except for the subalerts are in this corner for some reason. I'm gonna move the subalerts. Alright. I'll fix it all later. But basically, this tier list has the Raimi movies, Tobey Maguire movies, Venom for some reason, because like whoever made this tier list is like, oh, they Doctor Strange brought them in this universe, so I guess their movies are canon now, so they count as MCU. No, motherfucker. No, you stupid person. That's just not how it works. We're trying to do some MCU stuff, not some Sonyverse stuff. Boo. Cringe. More $1 billion. No thank you. So I will not be putting them in there. Also, cause I didn't really watch all those movies. I haven't even watched Carnage. I'm gonna be real. Fake fan. I'm actually a fake fan. Okay. Cause no one's really. Okay, cause Venom appeared in MCU. Exactly, that it doesn't really matter. Like just because Doctor Strange did a little magic spell to bring in Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, Tom Hardy all in there doesn't mean they have to be included in the MCU tier list. No. That's what I'm not doing here. I'm not gonna try to be like, oh, I'm gonna put let's see, Civil War. Oh my god, good movie, but it has nothing on Spider-Man 2. Nothing on Spider-Man 2. It just doesn't feel right, okay? It just doesn't feel right. I'll put them back. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to like. Wait, is Spider-Man 1 even in here? There's right there. Why is it doing here? Okay. So yeah, got it. That's the plan. Well, Brando, looks like it's just you and me. Let's have some differing opinion. All I know is that Black Panther Ragnarok, like a minimum. I like those movies. Oh, those are fun ones. But let's get started. Should we go in like MCU like order of when they were released, or should we go find this freaking alphabetical list, which forces us to start with Ant-Man and the Wasp? All right. I guess should we start with Iron Man or Ant-Man? That's like order. Which order? Alphabetical or release order? Still not kind of clear about that. That hasn't really cleared up much. Also, because no one else is really okay. You know what? No one's watching. Frick Pokemon music. I'm putting on Spotify back on. No video game OSTs. No, thank you. Just give me a sec. I gotta make sure I have the settings all correct. Desktop audio. Boom. Now, let's listen to some music. All right. Hey, no one's tuning in. Why not? Have some music time. All right, where's Iron Man? Okay, the first Iron Man. Everyone gasses it up for a good reason too. It was awesome. It was awesome. I liked the freaking for his first outing, and for pretty good CGI for its time. Robert Downey Jr. was good in it. Jeff Bridges was alright. He was okay, but Robert Downey Jr.'s performance in there easily makes it like a high A, but I might change it back to an S. Iron Man is like a B from what I remember seeing it, like 3. I think for now I'm putting it at an A. It's a solid one. It's like when I first got into the MCU, I had to start with that one. So, and that was like the really cool experience to watch as the first movie. So as that, I think that belongs in an A. And you know, this might all change later on, but oh well. Next we have okay, I'm gonna have to make a new tier, aren't I? Give me a sec. Uh-oh. Haven't seen / garbage, or actually no. Okay, so oh shoot. Give me a sec. Add a row below. I'm gonna make that like no. Okay, I think I fixed it. F. Alright. The Incredible Hulk. I'm putting that in an F. One, I never finished it the 2 times I tried watching it. I watched it 2 times. One in 2008. Left the theater halfway through. And when I'm doing the whole marathon of watching MCU movies, did not finish it. Dude, I saw a couple weeks back, I saw a tweet with a clip of the Incredible Hulk and being like, okay, this is an underrated gem. I'm like, oh my god, the MCU fans have reached to the point where they're getting themselves delusional, think old stuff is actually good the whole time. They're gaslighting themselves to thinking it was actually an underrated classic, but no, it's not. I did not like how the CGI looked either. Not a fan. Iron Man 2 though. Yeah, this one's like, that was more like a D because it was incredibly bored. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's so far in an F, because like, at least like the Marvel movies are not exactly bad, are actually still like fun times, but there are actually those ones that are just absolutely boring. So that like if you make a Marvel movie boring, like you kind of messed up there. But I would give it an you're the objective boss, let's go. My opinion matters because I pressed the start stream button. But let's see. Iron Man 2. Okay, this one's like debated to be like, oh no, it's not that bad, or it's just really bad. In my opinion, Iron Man 2 had some pretty good highs and some really bad lows. It suffered with specifically for the script. It suffered with the script and like having to jumble a bunch of things together. Exactly, I was thinking the same thing. Boom. Finally, we agree on something for once. But yeah, so if I want to go into my in-depth stuff about it, I think it had some like interesting plot lines and some like arcs there, like Tony's like alcoholism, the roadie. I like how they introduced Black Widow there. I did not like the villain. They should have just given more screen time for Sam Rockwell's Justin Hammer. He was literally better. 'Cause when I first watched it, I thought like, let's go into the real threats, guys. Stop showing me this D tier villain. But as I look in the future, I love Sam Rockwell, and I really wish he was the main focus. So I would actually like the character when I first watched it. And yeah, I was gonna bring that up right now. I found out yesterday or this morning that one of the fight scenes was storyboarded by Genndy Tarkovsky. I can't pronounce it, but he did the he's the freaking Dexter's Laboratory guy, Samurai Jack, I think, and Hotel Transylvania, Clone Wars, the cartoon one, not the 3D animated one, but dude makes goated like and cartoons and like action, like really expressive action. And when I found out that like he storyboarded with a fight scene in the third act, it made much more sense because like it was just like that's like literally the best part of the movie. Literally the best part. It was just when like Iron Man and War Machine were just mowing down robots. Like that saved the movie, honestly. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think Iron Man 2 is C tier. Weakest in the trilogy. What's next? Is Thor next? Oh yeah, Thor's next. Thing is, Thor, the first Thor movie, when it was just phase 1 and there's just not much to look forward to, Thor was a pretty solid one. It was just like a stupid fish out of water, just like Dutch angled Australian dude in freaking Ohio, no, New Mexico. Loki was pretty good, but I think because it was just the first, it was a bit rough and rocky of where it wanted to go. Because honestly, the movie just felt like a setup. Exactly. The movie just literally was there so they can have them fight Loki in Avengers, and also to have Thor as a member of the Avengers. They just didn't really like put much to do with Thor. I wasn't really a fan of Jane Foster's Natalie Portman's Jane Foster in the movie. I didn't really feel real to me, you know. Very low B, in my opinion. I would put it in a C. C is really average, so it's not bad, not good. Bad territory is when we start getting to D. I might have to make more tiers in between some of them to like be more specific. Maybe like an A plus or a A/B tier, or AB as in like a blood type or something. But yeah, that's my opinion on the first Thor movie. What's next? Captain America: The First Avenger. It's not bad. It's like you can watch this and like don't have to. It's like as a standalone movie. It's pretty. I think I enjoyed some of the acting, but that's about it for what, Thor or Captain America. I think as a standalone movie about this World War II dude, not bad. Third act's a bit forgettable, But you remember like all the cool things from the first 2 acts. I think Peggy Carter was cool. Captain America was cool. Like there's like not really any other interesting characters like the side character generals, and you don't really get to know about the his war buddies there because they're just given no screen time. They're just in the back of him. Like they're treated like they're cool war buddies that were there thick and thin, but nothing about them. It was just mostly Captain America and then Agent Carter, and then a bit of Bucky Barnes. Captain Carter hot. Hey yo. Let's go. But yeah, I think I might move this up, but for now it's in a high C. What's next? The first Avengers movie. Alright. Where is it? The Avengers. There. You know, after looking back at it, it was like, oh my god, cool, 2012, oh my god, these superheroes came together, fighting aliens in New York. That was like cool for the time, right? But let's be real. We've seen cooler now. Before its time, pretty good one. Like really good character interactions. Really like it pretty okay, pretty fine, pretty good pacing. Nostalgia glass is heavy. Yeah, that's what's one thing about it. But I might move this down, but for now it's a low A. Or mid-low A, who knows. But then boom, Iron Man 3. Wait, what is... Did I use the wrong... Oh no, I mixed up the posters. This is Iron Man 2. Where? This is Iron Man 1. Oh shoot. No, I did not think Iron Man 2 was an A tier. Nope. Okay, where's Iron Man 3? Where to put it? There. People hate it because, like, oh my god, he's not even in a suit. I mean, like, that's the point. He's Tony Stark doing Tony Stark things. He's being cool. Dude, like, made his own weapons from a Home Depot. That's cool. And it's a Christmas story, too. It's not really that Christmas, though. It's just... It only had, like, snow and some Christmas songs. It didn't really feel like a Christmas story. So it was just there, even though the movie didn't even release in Christmas time. But Mandarin fake out, stupid, but they redeemed that. Did not like the villain though, but I did like the Tony Stark's journey there. Yeah, the action's pretty good. Like I like the there's not much like standout action there. There was just like if Tony did a cool thing, he did like a thing in the second act where he got a microwave and like blew someone up with that. And then, but like everywhere, but the final act where he just got the different suits and stuff, that was pretty cool. I like that. Honestly, like once again, I think I might change things up again after the end, but right now it's a high C. Or maybe a low B. I might make it a low B, honestly. Standing, yeah, no, yeah. But then... Okay, we can't even argue that Thor: The Dark World is easily an F, right? It's a B? That's fair. I'll do it for that. I'll put it there for now. But hey, yeah, Thor: The Dark World. Thor: The Dark World is just a big F. It was really boring. It had some, like... It had Loki, which was, like, he carried it, but he wasn't, like, doing much the whole time because he was just in a prison cell and then he, quote-unquote, died, so... But hey, it's teaser for the Guardians of the Galaxy. Hey, let's go. But let's be real. And like when I was marathoning the movies with like my brother, he actually fell asleep like halfway through. That's how you know. Thor the. That's exactly Thor the. Only the based opinions here, and the based opinion is that Thor: The Dark World is actually an F. Actually, that bad. Really forgettable. What's next? I think it's Captain America: The Winter Soldier's next, right? I think so, yeah. Okay. Everyone gasses this movie up. Like, people say it's overrated because people gas this up too much. But, like, hey, it's a really solid movie. You can, like, watch this outside of, like, being superhero stuff, and it's, like, It's like people are like, because like there's like, it's not really like superhero. It's like an action movie. It's more of an action movie than it is. It's a thrilling, tense. It's really tense action. Really, really. Yeah, no, I think it's one of the. And if so, I like the movie. I think I could make this a high A or a low S, but for now, put it in S. I like the Falcon scenes where he's like flying around, dodging bullets and cannon, or like missiles. I like Black Widow there. She was actually pretty good, and like she was actually written well. They actually wrote her well. I think aside from like Endgame, I think this is like the best Black Widow writing. Aside, or maybe from her own standalone movie too. I don't know. So yeah, I think for now I'm putting that in a low S. What do you think though? Okay, next is Guardians of the Galaxy. I want to give it an S. There was a really standout. There was like the ending. The ending was really good. Like they just like it had some it had some cool scenes too where they like take Sitwell hostage, and then there's like the bridge fight with the Winter Soldier. There was the speech, the third act speech. In the standoff, in the standoff in the Shield base, and then the ending with like the Trouble Man song with Marvin Gaye, but with like I liked how the ending sequence is just like everyone moving on with their lives now the show's over. Like there was like Sharon Carter joining the CIA, Maria Hill joining Stark Industries, everyone else just moving on. I like the beginning. The beginning is a solid beginning. Its opening scene was pretty good, where it just starts with like two dudes jogging in DC, and then it cuts to this like mission on a ship. It's got good story beats. It's good action. So right now it's a low S. It might be a high A soon, but for now it's low S. But then Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvin, who? Guardians of the Galaxy, solid S. I like. This is when they gave a director like super like creative control. Like it's the MCU's first space outing. It's really colorful. It's really expressive. It's really like popping. Well written characters. Good like really well integrated music choice. Like. A lot of like people with like the licensed music, it's just like there to fill a scene, but it like the way James Gunn uses the soundtrack, it's like it really works. Like I wouldn't have gone that emotional with the first like the opening sequence if they didn't use the song by 10cc, I'm Not in Love, in there. That's really strong, and I would and like the ending where it's like Ain't No Mountain High Enough from Marvin Gaye. I like the ending there, the final scene, and then like of course, I Come and Get Your Love, the opening credits there. That is a classic. He was gold standard of what all the Marvel movies should be. Like it's just, it also technically was my first Marvel movie. I was like, I watched it in the theater. Well, I guess my first Marvel movie was like 2008, but the first one I sat there and actually finished watching it and really enjoyed. Guardians of the Galaxy. Like it should have that James Gunn and Sam Raimi type feels. Like they're like really they have really distinct directing styles. That's what I'm trying to say. And then next, Avengers: Age of Ultron. I like the things they introduced there. I like the things they did there. Overall, pretty forgettable movie. I will put it in a low C for now. Actually, I'll have it above Thor. And maybe above Iron Man 2. I don't know. I'll just have a high... I don't know where to do this one. I think Ultron was fine. Like exactly. The trailer was infinitely better, and like if it was like the scary robot apocalypse movie, that would have been cool. Like literally, the What If episode did it better. Literally, the What If episode did it better with the Ultron takeover concept, and like I liked Wanda. She was all right. Hawkeye was way better. Hawkeye, we had some fun Hawkeye stuff there. Hawkeye's such a solid Avenger character. He's a neat villain, yeah. Like, but honestly, why was the scary villain like witty? Just make the scary villain a scary villain. Don't make him quip. Joss Whedon, don't make him quip. I think my favorite scene in the movie though is the party scene, the party in the Avengers Tower, with all the characters just interacting. And like they had like the Falcon Sam Wilson there just to be in there as an ensemble cast member. Dude's not there for the rest of the movie, but he's just there in that scene. It was just nice to see him there interacting with Steve, Captain America. I think that was actually really interesting to see. And yeah, there's like the ensemble cast of Sam Wilson and like Rhodey. I think the party scene makes it not a bad movie. So it's just really average for me, I guess. Ant-Man. It was like the first hint of what... Yeah, it was just like... It was like, okay, it just... I think it really served the purpose just to fill the slot of having an Avengers sequel, and also filling the slot to have upcoming characters like Vision and the Scarlet Witch, and not Quicksilver. Okay, but Ant-Man though, I think I only have it in like B. I think it's because a lot of it was just from Edgar Wright. Really, I haven't seen that many Peyton Reed stuff, but I'm just like from Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm just not a fan of that one, but I think a lot of Edgar's right. Yeah, Ant-Man's a pretty good movie. I liked how they did the characters and like have it relatively apart from the rest of the MCU, but still like acknowledge some stuff like Stark Industries, Hank Pym's history. The Falcon fight scene, they just need, like, I thought it was really interesting because people say, oh my god, they just couldn't get a more expensive cast member, but no, it's like I think it's really cool to have the small guy fight the airborne dude and have him go inside his tech and like take it down from the inside. It's just a really good way to tease the Civil War fight, in my opinion. Yeah, no, it's just like a fun like movie to shut your brain off to and watch. That it's like really low stakes, just like not too much weight to it. It's just a fun one. It's just a fun time. Not the best movie, but it's not a bad movie. Oh yeah, I just really love the shrinking stuff. Was just fun, like it was just a classic like Honey I Shrunk the Kids moment where you're just going through the apartment building and like as small and like freaking out, but then when it gets to the fight scenes, with like when he turns small and hits big dudes like that, like when he fights Falcon or when he fights like a bunch of security guards, and they were creative with what was like tiny or not. I think if they really explore what it's like to just shrink a lot and for that action, that would make a good Ant-Man movie. But considering we're having Ant-Man Quantumania, I'm not sure what to do about that because it's supposed to be about Kang the Conqueror or something. I think Kate Bishop's gonna be there. I don't remember. But then what's next? Civil War. I think Civil War has a pretty strong, solid script. Oh, and they're falling out of the helicopter in a briefcase. That was pretty fun. Yeah, but okay, Civil War. People say it's peak. People say it was not that great. But in my opinion, it's a pretty solid movie. But as a Captain America movie, I think because they originally planned for a different. I'm pretty sure like the trilogy was gonna go a lot more different, but they needed like, but they had that big cast list contract to have these movies, so they had to like cram it in there. I think like they really like the writing was really good with both Iron Man and Captain America, because you can make them like because like because they did a really good job. They did a good job with like, even though Captain America is the lead, you can also really understand Iron Man's point of views, which makes it like the Civil War part like oh, who's gonna do it? No one's gonna die though. That's the thing though. Like no one's gonna die, but oh yeah, I wasn't really that interested in Bucky Barnes in that movie. Wasn't as strong. Like I love Black Panther peak. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. But like freaking T'Challa as his first outing. I don't really understand why why this movie was the first outing for some of the characters, but like still Black Panther in that movie, awesome. Love the action scenes with them. And then I just love to see like the whole ensemble cast and like everyone just come together and like interact, because like it's like the first time you see Sam Wilson and Rhodey interact on screen. But that also leads to my next point. It's supposed to make you believe that all these Avengers co-workers actually know each other really well now, when in reality it's just been a year without interaction. It's because like I think it would have done a lot better if there was another like movie in between that like fleshed out the Avengers work style. Because the end of Avengers Ultron, it implied that all these like, so the new lineup was Black Widow, Captain America, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Rhodey, and Falcon, with like people working there like that one old dude from Thor movies, and the Korean woman, and like Nick Fury and Maria Hill. They all work in the Avengers compound. Like it didn't make me feel that. It didn't make me feel like this was like their new lineup, and there's like this is like the way they run things now. Because like it was really fast. Because like, oh, I guess they. But yeah, still. But either way, the character interactions were pretty good, which in my opinion makes it either a low S or a high A. I think even Marvel movies have gone stale to me, kind of mid-franchise now, low key. But yeah, in my opinion, I think after like, cause like I used to get like rose-tinted glasses, nostalgia goggles with like, oh my god, this is such a good movie. But looking back at it, it's just an A, I think. I really wish they went with how they did in the comics. I know, nerdy, haha. Oh my, bad chest. Oh my god, Spider-Man in the Civil War, he's actually in this side instead. Like, I don't care. I mean, at least like, you just know no one's gonna die in that movie though. Like, oh, they had the whole fake out with Rhodey, but no, he's paralyzed. Civil War wasn't that great when I finished it. Yeah, no, and honestly, in hindsight, it's not an S, it's more of an A. But the next movie, what's the next movie again? It's either Guardians 2. Yeah, it's Guardians 2. Wait, no. What came first, Homecoming or Guardians 2? Okay, to compromise, I'll put it below Iron Man. Yeah, okay, Guardians 2. I don't get why people hate it. It's like everything I liked about the first one, but like... It's everything I liked about the first one, but like, what I'm thinking? I think they amplified like the creativity, I think. Yeah. It's everything I liked about one amplified with like better like really well written characters, like really good arcs with like Star-Lord and Rocket and Yondu. People hate it. People just say it's like weaker, and like I don't know, it's great. Like once again, just like how the first one you really used the songs well, this one really used the soundtrack to its advantage too. It really well integrated the songs to like its scenes to amplify them, like using the freaking Fleetwood Mac's The Chain 2 times in the movie. One when it's like showing like the breakup between the group when they split up and after an big argument, but then like they use the song again when Quill is trying to fight back his father, and he's like flashing back to all the people he cares about, his family, and he just like powers up, and like with this guitar like kicks in, Fleetwood Mac. It's good, and I really like the. It's so like alive. It's so animated. It's so like fun to see. There's some like, gorgeous shots too. Like the art design, the art direction is really good. Go to list. Yeah, am I right? Oh wait, Doctor Strange. Okay. I skipped Doctor Strange. Right. It happened before Guardians 2. Okay. I would put Doctor Strange here. Yeah. Really trippy visuals. Really, I love the mirror dimension. The whole like acid trip moment, Dormammu. Like, I just like trend of like Doctor Strange third act being just like the trippy. Lovely A, actually lovely A. It's a solid origin story. It's a solid origin story. Introduced some great characters like Wong. Wong is actually the best character. I unironically love the character so much. I'm trying to see if I should put it above Civil War though. Oh yeah. Ooga, chuck. But Wong the actual goat. Actually though, like, it's a breath of fresh air in a way. I remember seeing this movie in the trailers in previous movies when I watched them, and I see them like, oh, this is Marvel. Oh shoot, I didn't realize this is Marvel. I thought it was just some like, I don't know, Joseph guest star appearance. Hey Joe. It's a solid one. It's like people like, I think people brushed it off during its time, I think. But then, like, once Infinity War happened, once No Way Home happened, once Multiverse of Madness happened, people looked back at Doctor Strange and realized how goated the movie was. Seeing how cool magic compared to the predecessor movies. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, in the first Thor movie was like, oh, magic and science, they're one and the same. Yeah. But then, like, Doctor Strange is like, nah, we have magic. Like, oh, one of my favorite scenes from the movie too is like when the Ancient One dies and like their astral bodies are like in this slowed down world, and it's like really slow rain and like the slow lightning, and there's a helicopter slow mo, and they're just like their astral bodies are just out looking out the window. Is everyone having fun? We're having some good opinions here, objective opinions, no arguing. Doctor Strange underrated masterpiece, 26 hours 53 minutes and 47 seconds. But yeah, Doctor Strange is a solid A. Okay, and then we did Guardians 2, and I think I already talked about that. Really great like writing, great character, like great character storylines, arcs, really well written characters, and like good, pretty like natural dialogue, you know. It's like James Gunn stuff, you know. What's next? Spider-Man Homecoming, I think. Yeah, it's Homecoming's next. SuVivi dance. Oh, you have the 6-month badge. Let's go, 8-month subscriber. Yeah, but let's see. Spider-Man Homecoming. People hate it so much. I don't know why. It's like, oh my god, he's just Iron Man Jr. He's barely in the movie. Iron Man's barely in the movie. Vulture's a great villain. Incredible Spider-Man villain. I've been awake since 5:45 a.m. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh, I watched it. I mean, when I see people doing like Homecoming, I mean like the freaking hardcore Spider-Man fans that like gatekeep Spider-Man so hard. It's a solid like Spider-Man story. It's like they didn't like explore a Spider-Man story where he's like, there's a prom going on in the school and he has to like juggle that. He's trying to juggle his life with Spider-Man life. you know, cause like it's a good story where he's like learns to appreciate his Peter Parker life. And when he loses the suit, and he's like, all right, let's give this Peter Parker life a shot. He's spending time with friends, spending time with family. When he asks out the girl he likes, comes to her house. Boom! Adrian Toomes, the Vulture, is the dad. Best scene. Literally the best scene. Hold on, is the music back on? Please add. It's so quiet without the music. But yeah, in my opinion, Homecoming is a good one. What are y'all saying? I guess compared to other Marvel movies, but still Spider-Man can't do too. Yeah, I think Spider-Man is I put a high B for now. This is the wrong movie. This is the wrong movie. All right. High Top Films calling it John Watts trilogy a disgrace, then hearing Sam Raimi say he likes it. Those films. Mario sad. SuVivi sad. Dude, so many like film critic YouTubers make big bucks after dunking the Homecoming trilogy, and Sam Raimi comes out and says, "I like Tom Holland Spider-Man." Raimi fans are just like in shambles. Remember, this is all probably going to change slightly a bit. It's going to tweak a bit after. But what's next? Thor Ragnarok. I'm going to be real. I don't remember like half the movies that I've watched. They all kind of just blended up. That's fair. That's actually fair because like you kind of get used to it after it's just a long time of just a bunch of consuming Marvel movies. That's how it is, you know. Okay. Upon first watching, everyone liked Thor Ragnarok because it was, you know, funny, refreshing, different director, new take on Thor. Me when I trolled High Top Film by accidentally pouring acid on them. Yeah, Ragnarok is just a fun time. People say it's goated, but I want to put it... I think I would put it either above Civil War or below Civil War. Because, like, after watching more, like... Because I think Love and Thunder looks really good from the trailer, and after watching other like works like Jojo Rabbit, and has really distinct directing style. Compared, I think those are like, in terms of Taika Waititi movies, there are better options. But in terms of like Taika Waititi's works in Marvel, Ragnarok is like a solid A. Like, I really liked how Taika Waititi was like, let's just give it an 80s flair to it for some reason. And it just kind of works, you know? Like, the planet design, the Sakaar design is really, like, techno, 80s look, synth. But then there was, like, some cool shots with, like, the Fire Realm, Surtur, the beautiful, like, flashback shot with, like, Valkyries, the Rainbow Bridge fight. Really good stuff. I forgot what the premise was, but I just remember the interactions between characters. Exactly. You just remember for like the character moments in the comedy. Yeah, so it's oh my god, it's Ragnarok. Yeah, it's more rewatchable, I think. And like, yeah, the hammer gets destroyed, which is like interesting to see happen. And I'm really interested to see how it gets utilized for Thor: Love and Thunder. So, in terms of like old definitions, traditional definitions, like Shakespearean stuff, a comedy is making light out of tragedy, or making light out of just terrible situations these characters are put into. And I think Ragnarok really encapsulates that, where Thor is getting beaten around, dad dies, hammer gets destroyed, his people are getting massacred. And it's still like a lot of comedy and a lot of humor to get light out of it. And that's how it works. Loki was really good. Thor's sentiment to Loki was really good. Hulk was fine. It was just fun to have him around, I guess. Valkyrie was pretty good. Alright, I'm back. I have to get water. What'd you guys say? He really should start leading into Hobo Thor. Honestly, I don't know why he's buff again. I really like his like he has a jacket, like the Ravager jacket from Guardians. I think that was really good with him, with like a Star-Lord shirt. I think that really uses it well. But yeah, I'm interested to see how Thor: Love and Thunder happens. What's next? Oh yeah, the Star-Lord design. There's also the Guardians 3 design and stuff. Where's sex? Is Black Panther next? What do y'all think? No, Ant-Man and Wasp was after Infinity War. Black Panther, in my opinion, was it was fun for a 2018 time, but I just don't remember much of it. Oh yeah, the CGI in the third act was not good. It was I think it was just rushed. I think that's what happened. Because they had to release the movie before Infinity War, but then oh boy. Uh-oh. I think the characters are fine. I think Killmonger's good. T'Challa's good. Yeah, I think the characters are fine, and like what else? I think the world is pretty good, but then like I'm trying to think of something like I don't know. I feel like it could have been more creative. I don't know. Than just like this. I don't really, yeah, because it's just like, okay, we're gonna go from here, but then oh, we're going to Korea. We're gonna go to Korea to find what's his name again? Claw, Ulysses Claw, Andy Serkis's character. He was from Age of Ultron. Oh my god, guys. Yeah, no, they went to Korea. They went to Busan. They went to Busan, Korea, and they had like this scene. The first like thing you hear when they go to the Korea scene, is you hear Psy Hangover featuring Snoop Dogg. That's what you hear. Let me find it too. Hold on. And then so another the place where the zombies happen. Oh my god, just like the movie. No, but here's the thing about. Let me find it. I don't know. It's just like I don't know why I'm pretty sure they filmed it in Korea or maybe in Atlanta. I don't know, but like, could they have gotten a Korean person? Because like the Asian, like this Asian character cannot speak Korean or something. Like, let me find it. Okay, here, it's right here. Okay, fellas, look at this. Look. The movie opened. Yeah, okay. Let me just give me a second. I mean, the open with Psy, Which, you know, I love Psy, but why do they have why was this the representation of Korea in Black Panther? Now it's S tier. Honestly though. But look, it's Korea, right? But okay.
This way.
I also love the costume designs. I think the outfits are awesome in the movie. It's really well made. Really good designs.
This will go quickly and I can get this.
That's not even correct, Barando. You're just racist now. Boom.
Get this thing off my head.
It looks nice. Just whip it back and forth there.
What? It's a disgrace.
둘? 소피아, 아줌마. 얼굴 보니 좋네요.
이 두 명은 누구야?
What is she saying?
나이로 비해서는 친구들이 부자예요. 좋은 분들이에요.
살고 책이 좋아하나? 이라고?
What did she say? That's not Korean. I don't know, Sui, I'm Chinese. No, look.
친구들이 부자예요.
Okay, so the set looks really Korean, so I'm assuming they filmed in Korea, right?
좋은 분들이에요.
살고 책이 좋아하나? 이라고?
There's no dialect with this. This is not a dialect, not an accent. It's just not Korean. Huh?
너같이?
Like, could they not have gotten a single Korean actor to play the Korean in Korea? No, there's just I showed it to my parents like when it first came out, and they had no idea what they were saying. Yeah, but like it's just not a thing. And this is in Busan. This is Busan. This is supposed to be in Busan, but why does it not sound like someone who's in that area in Korea? Like, huh? Eh? That's like the only thing I remember from from Black Panther. But yeah, that's about it. Anyways. Yo, Jamer, what's up? Happy late birthday. Jay guest appearance. Yo, you also, by the way, got gifted a sub. You got gifted a sub last week. But yeah, I think Black Panther goes either a low B or a solid or a high C. In my opinion. Maybe okay, I think it's above Iron Man. Yeah. Like there's some pretty cool scenes, like the fight in the Busan like casino. Pretty good fight with like the Naiguera's Okoye with the spear. I like the I like how they did the what's it? The duel for the kingship. I think that's really well, like it looks really good. But yeah. This might be... I think I'll put it above Ant-Man for it being like a movie to... yeah, Killmonger's... I really liked how they did the ancestral plane with like T'Challa's being in the field and Killmonger's being in an apartment. I think for those reasons it should go above Ant-Man, and Ant-Man was just like the fun time you get to shut your brain off to. That's why it makes it high too. But just for the stuff Black Panther has, I think it's a bit higher. I'm gonna go. You have fun with your tier list. I might come back a little later. Have fun with the stream. So let's go. All right. See you. But what's next though? Infinity War. This is okay. We can all agree it's an S, right? Y'all. All right. Now that Brando's gone, let's admit his opinions are bad. I think Alright. I'll put it here for now, and then we can decide where to put it in the ranks. So Infinity War is just 2 hours of just like hype. This was like such an anticipated movie. The marketing was incredible. Huge cast list. All these like really well, like the well-written characters from the previous movies are still well-written in this, like, in their 10 minutes of screen time. They're still, even though they're just like technically a supporting cast in a way, because they have to juggle through a lot of characters, but they're still really well written. Okay, I've already explained this, but in my opinion, Guardians 2 is what Guardians 1 is, just amplified. It has better shots, better art direction, better script. Yeah, it's just a really well, good character arcs, like good characterization, really like solid like themes. In my opinion, that's why I think it's an S tier. People say it's just weaker, or just not that good or boring. But look, man, Guardians 2 had some really fun scenes, really well. It pops. It's really expressive. The ending scene was also really good. Good soundtrack choice, really well used music, but yeah. But when it comes to Infinity War, it takes all the elements from Guardians, Avengers, the Spider-Man. This combines what I like about a lot of the movies and like just makes it a really solid movie. And I agree. Every movie has low points. But in my opinion, I think Guardians 2, I think I really like, I don't know, I think it took advantage of like it's being a sequel and just having like more fleshed out concepts. Like, I don't know. So I think I'll put Infinity War at high S then, top S. But then we get to Ant-Man and the Wasp. Alright, this one's a doozy, I tell ya. Ant-Man and the Wasp. Really forgettable. It only served the purpose to introduce the Quantum Realm's time travel mechanics. It's just filler. It's not even the same film, because you clearly can tell the differences between, because you can still like feel like the creativity of Edgar Wright in the first movie. But then Ant-Man and the Wasp, it was just, what if we made it a chase movie where they just go after this one MacGuffin? It's like, I really do not like Goose Chase movies. Like, oh, Team Ant-Man has to go get the lab. But no, it got stolen by this really forgettable, like, secondary villain called, his name is Sonny, and his gang of criminal chefs. As I'm not even joking, they're criminal chefs. And they are an antagonist to the film for some reason. And another antagonist who's after the lab is a Ghost. Ghost. She can phase through walls, and she's also dying. And she's being helped by Lawrence Fishburne. Like, oh my god. And the movie also had no idea what to do with Luis and the other like wacky ex-criminals. They had no idea what to do with them. Like, oh, they were funny the first time, let's just put them more in the second one, but we still have no idea what to do with them. It's like, oh. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm just gonna... Like, Ghost is just not interesting. Neither is the other antagonist in the movie. Like, I like Hope as Wasp. I like Hope in the first movie, but like she didn't really do much in the second one except just give an action scene. She doesn't really have much of like a character, if I remember correctly. And then Scott, like, okay. One of the best. Okay, the only good thing in the movie though Jimmy Woo, Randall Park. This FBI agent played by Asian Jim. Literally the best part of the movie. Also, I really liked the co-parenting dynamic between the stepfather and Scott Lang. It was just funny to see. But nothing else really stands out. Let's be real. Like, oh, they turned big in here. Uh-oh, suit's broken. He's tiny like this. Oh, he's child-sized. Oh, he's big in an inconvenient way. Like, it's I don't know. It's not a fun movie. It's like, oh, it's a good way. It's like when it first came out, everyone was like copiuming, saying it's like, oh, it's just a good tonal like breather after Infinity War, guys. But no, you know, Scott Lang's a good character. Can never hate him. Paul Rudd's awesome, but the movie's just bad. What's next? Captain Marvel. Let's see. This was I really wish Captain Marvel was a good movie, so it can actually it sets a good example, because like she's an iconic like female superhero, so I wish like she could be a stronger example. Because every other supporting female character in the other movies were good female characters. Yeah, no, like they could have done like something good with her, but like they just didn't really go with an interesting route. They didn't really make her do like nothing really notable about her. And like the story wasn't really innovative either. It's just like it takes place in the past, which honestly, like we're 20 movies in, don't make movies that take place in the past. it just makes it weak. Like they also just wrote themselves into a corner by making her indestructible, where it just makes her involvement in other movies just seem really bad. Like they filmed Endgame before Captain Marvel, but because they still had no idea what to do with the character. So her first two movies, she was like the weakest part, which is really bad because like she should. Okay, I'm not gonna get involved with any of the Brie Larson stuff because I don't want to like cross the line between like actual like reasons and like just stupid comic book movie fan like they're freaking soy jacks. I'm not trying to like bridge the line there, but I'm just this is just about the movie, not about like. But like, as I was saying, it just sucks that like her first two movies, they had no idea what to do with the character. They had no idea what to do with the character for her first two movies, and like the first few movies should be like the biggest parts for these characters. They should really shine, but like they had no idea what to do with this character. And also, like I said, it takes place in the like no current MCU movie should take place in the past. All it does is just makes the audience like, oh, okay, I guess we're not going forward. I guess we're gonna go back again. Also, it just kind of contradicts a lot of the things. It really like messes with Winter Soldier's like established like concepts and scenes. And why is the thing in the movie the Tesseract? We've seen the Tesseract many times before. We literally like broke it to the Space Stone in Infinity War. Like, why do we have to go back to the Tesseract? It's just, oh my god. But no one fell asleep, unlike the Thor: The Dark World, at least. Tesseract's funny. Oh, speaking of funny, oh my god, Cat, that's also an alien? Whoa, toys. I think it's still better than Ant-Man and the Wasp, though. Even after all that. It's still better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, after I went on the rant with Ant-Man and the Wasp, I think I hate it more now. Like, I didn't really mind it that much before, but after like putting it in this tier, I think I have a newfound hatred for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Endgame, though. Endgame redeems Ant-Man and the Wasp by making Scott Lang's involvement super fun with time travel too. I think I put it either a high A. I think I put it there for now. Look, only good opinions here. Yes, it was super hyped to watch this movie. 3 hours long. Portal scene was amazing to watch. Like, it just felt like a big old triumph of 10 years of Soyjack. I think it really did some cool things with, like, the characters. I mean, I don't really, like... Captain America wasn't even the strongest part in the movie. I think, I mean, after moving on from it, I didn't care too much about, like... Oh my god, it's Iron Man. Big old character arc, he started it all. I love you 3000, snap. Yeah, Endgame's not a bad movie, it's just fun. It's just like... I love the heist sequence where they're like planning it out, or just all chilling in the compound, just like talking and planning out stuff. I like Rocket's involvement in there, like Nebula in there. Nebula had a pretty like interesting. She had a bit of a front seat in the movie. She had like more screen time than a lot of the main characters, so it was fun to see. Didn't Captain Marvel get like 3 lines of dialogue and then yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. They had no idea what to do with her. They wrote themselves into a corner by making her super powerful, so you have to write her out of the movie. And then like, they also filmed it before Captain Marvel, so they had no idea how like she was going to like be like, what she was going to be like. So they don't really make her do much in the movie. She just talked a few lines, disappeared for an entire like 70% of the movie, came back to destroy the big old ship, gets punched by Thanos. Yeah, it's a really good ending too. Like the scene where everyone's like, when it's Tony Stark's like speech, I love you 3000 speech, and like the hologram of his like will, his last will and testament. But during that voiceover is where like all the characters go back home. Hawkeye reunites with his family. Peter Parker goes back to his school and reunites with Ned, and they both cry and hug each other. And like like Scott Lang, Hope, and his daughter, they all just like sit in like the house and watch fireworks. And T'Challa, Shuri, and the Queen, they all like just chill in Wakanda, looking at the skylights, the night show. It just felt like really celebratory. It's like really satisfying in a way. But only reason why it's only in a high A, because it only works if you watched every other movie. Like this one, like Endgame makes you like, it's guaranteed for you to have to watch at least one other movie from it. It's like before the movie starts, it gives you like an agenda, a syllabus. It's a movie with a syllabus of what you need to know beforehand. But that's not even a bad thing too. Like that's what a movie series does. A movie series, like, you know, it depends to sign this one too. I mean, when you're in college, you don't need to sign any of the syllabus. You just gotta read it. All right. Far From Home, when I first watched it in 2019, it was an alright movie. But after like years later, not that good. Let's be real. Not as good as I used to think, in my opinion. I will put it in a high C for now. Yeah. I think it's just really cringy in a lot of ways. Because it's like those cheesy kids going on like a school trip. There were some unnecessary scenes though. And Ned took a back seat. I don't know why Ned took a back seat. Like if Ned didn't take a back seat, I think his involvement in No Way Home would have been a lot more like impactful. Yeah, exactly. That's like the most uncomfortable scene to watch. Like, why did this have to happen? Like, it's such a cringe scene. Like, I remember, like, okay, when I went to during like my winter vacation, I was like in a hotel room. I was with my brother. We turned on the TV to like the Fox channel and see they're hey, look, they're running the Far From Home. And when we get to that part, we're just like, oh, can we just skip this part? Can we just skip this part? I And also Nick Fury and Maria Hill, they didn't really need to. They didn't need to be in the movie, and like, oh wow, we have to reveal that they're actually Skrulls in the end, and Nick Fury's actually off-world. I bet you the only reason why they revealed them to be Skrulls is because they shot this movie at the same time they shot Captain Marvel, and freaking Ben Mendelsohn was on set. He was available. Ned X random girl never comes back again. You mean like Betty Brant? She's in like every movie. I guarantee you the only reason why they revealed Nick Fury and Maria Hill to be Skrulls is because Ben Mendelsohn and the other actress were on set. And like, I think the Mysterio stuff is pretty good. It's pretty solid, pretty interesting take. Jake Gyllenhaal did a good job. I think. Yeah, Mysterio. Okay, I love his theme. Mysterio's theme is really good too. Speaking of which, the entire score for the trilogy is really good. Yeah, I mean, he's still just powers or not. The core of his character is that he tricks people into thinking fake things are real, and I think that really works well with like CGI drones. It's literally CGI though, because like his suit, he literally wears a mocap suit. I think that's really funny. It's really funny how his final showdown with freaking Jake Gyllenhaal and Mysterio, he's just wearing a freaking mocap suit. I don't know why. It's just ridiculous. Also, let's see. I don't know. We could have had like a much better Spider-Man Around the World movie. Pretty still okay though. I think they could have. The MJ Peter Parker relationship I didn't really get sold on it there. I was sold on in No Way Home though. I was sold on No Way Home, but in like Far From Home, MJ was like a really like minor character in Homecoming. But because they revealed her to be MJ in the end of the movie, and like, oh hey, we revealed her to be MJ, so let's make Peter Parker automatically have feelings for her in the next movie. But to be fair, it's been like 5 years since the movies been like what 2 years apart. So yeah, he maybe did develop feelings off screen, but still, didn't really feel too strong about it. It's still a pretty good movie. It's pretty okay. I still would put it in like C, as in like average, not bad though. What's next? And then here it comes. The big year hiatus of Marvel drought. Thank God. And then we get. Technically, in terms of release date, WandaVision was first. They planned to release Black Widow like in 2020, but then they pushed it back to like summer 2020. But then they pushed it back to spring 2021. But then they pushed it back to summer 2021. They did Black Widow dirty. Where's Morbius? It's Morbin time. Okay, WandaVision. Okay, everyone has the same opinion about WandaVision. First half was like the best MCU thing in a long time. Super like interesting premise, really good episodes, really like intriguing episodes. And then the last half of the show is the biggest fumble of Marvel history. Like, there hasn't been a single fumble that hard in MCU history. Like, the first 4 episodes were so good. Really interesting. WandaVision was really dang good for first. Yeah, exactly. It fumbled. It really fumbled. Which is really unfortunate. I would put it so much higher, but it really fumbled. So I think I would put it. I don't think it really. I want to convince myself I still had a good time. But does it deserve a B tier after the last half? Wanda and Vision were really interesting to see. Agatha didn't really need to be there. But yeah, she was fine, and like when she was not evil, and evil she was kind of just generic bad guy. Speaking of which, most generic CGI sky fight too. But I think I really like how they brought back the supporting characters, like Jimmy Woo from Ant-Man and the Wasp. Literally the best character. And then Monica Rambeau, I think... Okay. I like how they did Monica Rambeau. Not really interested about her powers, though. I think she just got it from, like, their Hex thing, but still, I think her actress did a good job, and she is a pretty interesting character. Terrible villain, though. Hayward, I just remember the name. His name was Hayward. And Sword, Sword's stupid. Sword is stupid. Hayward's stupid. They baited us with Reed Richards by saying, oh, I know this guy who knows how to solve this problem, but no, it's just this random character. They had a lot of fake outs. They had a lot of fake outs in the show. Which doesn't really ruin the show, but it's just like, oh god. But yeah, does it deserve B tier after what happened in the last half? Maybe, maybe not. What's next? Falcon and the Winter Soldier's next, technically. My opinion. I would put this movie, not movie, show, this freaking... Okay, before I move it anywhere. Yeah, Falcon and Winter Soldier, I like how they did Sam and Bucky, and their moments are great. I just... Not a big fan of the story, though. I like John Walker. He's a really interesting character. I do not like the villain. Really, like they try so hard to convince this character is so like like she's like empathetic. You can feel for this villain. It's just an empathetic villain. Like, oh my god, you can feel for her. Can you though? Can you though? Like she's misguided. Is she though? Is she though? Oh my god, her intentions are in the right place. Are they though? Are they though? She's such a sympathetic character. Her cause is just. No? Is it though? And Sharon Carter, it's just, I don't know, I wasn't really interested in her. Like, oh, she's the power broker. Oh, she runs this secret. I don't know, Sylvie. I never watched it. Sharon Carter, oh, after she got, like, on the run from the government after Civil War, she went to run this criminal empire in this fictional place called Madripoor. Ooh. I did not care for it. Oh, please show empathy for me. Proceeds to hold multiple people hostage. She also blew up a building with people in it. She also killed like Black Battlestar. Like, there were no other good characters other than Sam, Bucky, John Walker, and maybe Zemo. Zemo was alright. It really fumbled in the end, though. Like, ooh. Carly Morgenthau, the villain, just being stupid. Sharon Carter, lame. Freaking John Walker, like, does the right thing, but no, they could have, like, made him morally gray. They could have continued to make him more morally gray. But then they also, in the end of the movie, and in the show, the rest of the show is just him giving a speech to congressmen. So in my opinion, action's pretty good too. I like some of the action stuff. I like how the Falcon, because like they didn't really let Falcon fly that much in the other movies except for Winter Soldier, because they have to focus on other characters. But it's good to see some good old flying Falcon stuff. So in my opinion, I think I'll put it here. Exactly, like I said, like the interactions, like episode 5, where the character where they're like just helping out in Sam's hometown, fixing up a boat, and just Sam and Bucky are just talking. They pass his shield around. Oh wait, I just completely forgot they teased the character. I forgot his name, but he's gonna be the new Falcon or something like that. Yeah. Like I forgot his name. He's gonna be the new Falcon. Like he was given like Sam's old wings, and he's gonna fix it up and become the next Falcon or something. I forgot that was gonna happen. I just completely forgot. It's been a long time. It's been almost a year. It's been a year. Yeah, I just forgot they teased another Falcon. So that's gonna be a thing. Okay, I think I'm gonna put Thor in D. Okay. And then, yeah, I think this is good. What's next? Black Widow. Okay, like I talked about it earlier, but COVID really ruined this movie. Freaking, it was done so dirty. Black Widow was done so dirty, and like even though they had it in the back burner for like so long, CGI in the third act just didn't work for me. I just didn't like the third act at all. I didn't like the freaking third act. But I think the characters are good. I like Yelena. She's awesome. Florence Pugh. She's pretty good. I like David Harbour's. I like David Harbour. I like the cast. The cast is fun. Taskmaster, ooh, they kind of fumble with that one. It's pretty like, we could have been given Scarlett Johansson's big break as a Marvel star with this movie, and if it released between Civil War and Infinity War, it would have been much better to look back on. But just to get this in 2021, after like it being delayed so much, it just felt like a big disservice, and I think that really killed the movie for me. And honestly, like Scarlett Johansson wanted to be like, and the other directors wanted to do some like creative stuff with it, but then Disney and Marvel just kind of like screwed them over. So in my opinion, this goes to like, I'll put it here for now. Do you know that Taskmaster hates copying Moon Knight because he keeps changing and fighting? Is that a comic thing or is that just a joke I'm making? Comic thing. Oh wait, that's actually kind of funny. I like that. That's neat. Okay. Loki. People gas this up as the best like Disney Plus series other than Moon Knight. But I'm gonna be real. There were only like a few good episodes. It's only people say it's only good because it's like a different setting. Because it takes place out of time and it's like this weird wacky adventure in the multiverse in a way. I mean, it is like stronger than like Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, honestly, I don't really know where to put Loki. I need some inputs. Oh, Loki's S tier, really? I like Owen Wilson's character. I like Loki. I think Tom Hiddleston did pretty good. I just think they're given 6 episodes per series, and they just like, I don't know. I wish we had more time. Ironically, and I'm finished with it. I see. So I won't give away too much then. But what I'm trying to say is, the first episode I think was pretty solid introduction exposition in a way. I just think it's really wacky how like he just binges his movies in the series just to like speedrun his character development so they can like not make him evil but just like morally gray. Like, oh, we need this. This is 2012 Loki. He was trying to rule the world, but we need to be he needs to be the protagonist. So let's make him speedrun his emotional growth. Have a good stream, Subi. All right. okay, him having like the narcissism to like love himself, sure, that's a good concept, but like, do we need like a love interest in the show for Loki, and specifically with himself? Did we need it though? Exactly. I'll put it high C. Alright. I might move it up to a low B. I don't know. Yeah, the time. Okay, I like the time, the freaking space-time bureaucrats, and how they were all like just other variants taken and memory wiped. I wish they did more though, because they didn't give Mobius. His name is Mobius. They didn't really give almost much to do. He was supposed to be like the buddy cop to Tom Hiddleston's Loki, but they didn't really give him much Tom movie Morbius. Also, I like the other Loki variants. Those are interesting, like classic Loki, boastful Loki, kid Loki, alligator Loki. But that was like only one episode though, so So yeah, Loki's is high C for me. What's next? I don't know what took place first, Shang-Chi, or what released first, Shang-Chi or What If. Okay, yeah, but What If was like early August, and then Shang-Chi was like early September. Yeah. I'm fighting between high D or low C. Because What If had only like a few good episodes, everything else is just boring. Like Party Thor was bad. Some of the episodes are just character swaps. They didn't really like T'Challa as Star-Lord really didn't do it for me. It's just, oh, what if you got what if they abducted a different kid? And it's just like, space wasn't as interesting as it was in previous movies that had space. Because it took place in like one area. Thanos underestimated vision. No, they just want to get onto the plot real quick. That's why. I think the only good episodes were Ultron's takeover. What else? Doctor Strange. And I would also say the episode where Hank Pym kills all the Avengers. Those are like really interesting concepts. Everything else just like, the pacing was also just off for a lot of them too, and tone. I'll put it in high T for now. Alright, Shang-Chi. I would put this in S or A. I love this movie. Really solid action choreography. Really good shots. Really well directed. I wouldn't say it. I would say it's more similar to the feeling of Black Panther, because less of just like, so it's like, it's like this like, I'm trying to like put words to it. First of all, the action is like pretty good. When it comes to like themes, it has like only like one strong theme. Everything else is just like fill in there for the movie, but still, it has some pretty solid themes about like someone's origins and where they come from, and like their roots. I'm trying to think. Also, just like the powers too. I like how they use it. Like the opening fight scene in the forest, the dance fight, I liked it. Bus fight was like was solid. Yeah. Well, the thing about this, the family theme for this one, it's not like, oh, family fixes everything. It's just like, it's about this like really, really broken family that like needs fixing, but it's not exactly fixed. It's just like, I wish Shang-Chi was more interesting though. The Mandarin, Tony Leung's character, Wenwu, really, really the heart of the film though. He kind of like, in like the last half of the movie, he kind of stole the spotlight. And like Aquafina's character, she was there when she needed to be there, and like moments she didn't need to like butt in, it worked, I think. And freaking when they brought back the fake Mandarin, like he was fine for the moments he wasn't, but he kind of overstayed his welcome in the end. Hey, Shang-Chi song's on. But I think, I don't know. I think in terms of humor, it's better than most Marvel movies. 'Cause it's just a lot of them are just quips and stuff. But I feel like it's a lot of like natural humor, I guess, sarcastic humor for this one. Okay, we can compromise, I guess, and have output. So we can compromise and have it like, in a gray point, I guess, middle area. It was just, I don't know. I feel like it didn't really connect to Doctor Strange that much. Wong was just there to be like give insight to Shang-Chi and stuff. He's like, yo, these rings are mysterious. Anyways, welcome to the Avengers. But I think Wong's really funny how like he was just for some reason in a dark web fighting ring fighting Abomination for no reason. Wong's just become a fan favorite for me. He's just I love him. Yeah, I think Shang-Chi goes here in my opinion. Not the perfect movie, but pretty solid, pretty unique in a way. Seeing as Strange doesn't even know what the rings are. Yeah, like it's not anywhere. It doesn't have any alien origin or no no records in Kamartaj. Because like Captain Marvel's like, not like any alien tech I've ever seen, and then Wong's like, goes past records and stuff. Really, really interesting. I think the Ten Rings are really interesting, and we're finally actually getting somewhere with them. After like years of build up. What's next? Oh, Eternals was next. Okay. I'll put it high D. It's not even the worst Marvel movie. Look, I've ranted about Captain Marvel. I ranted about Ant-Man and the Wasp. At least like Eternals wasn't even boring all the way through. It had some really interesting things to it. It brought some stuff to, like, I really wish the director, she's like won awards with a lot of stuff. Onyak told me the visuals were good, but nothing else. Yeah, the visuals are okay. Cinematography, the shots, the visuals, the CGI, they're really good. I just wish the director, she could actually make a really good movie because she's won awards. I just wish like executives didn't like try to like, because like the movie really felt like a teaser to other products too, because they teased like a lot of other things like sequel, spin-offs, more characters. So I think that also hindered it. Not only that, the movie also tried to be really ambitious with juggling like a bunch of characters and a bunch of history, because they've crammed a bunch of history into 2 hours. But I think I like the character. I like a lot of the characters though, like. So this was one fight scene in the Amazon rainforest, I think. I think it was one of the best fight scenes in there. Like it had those good moments. But there were just some characters like the bad part about having this huge cast of characters is that there's gonna be one character that just isn't as written as good as the others. And also because it's also a story about getting the big band back together, so we won't even get to share much screen time with some of the characters, because a lot of the characters get brought back to the band in like the last 30 minutes. So that's what kind of like hinders it. That's what it has to juggle a lot, and the pacing is just really off, and it flashes back too much. Like, they don't reveal like a thing that happens off screen until like near the end. Like, why not just like, I don't know. I think that the editing with that, the flashbacks and stuff, and that's what also kind of like goofed the movie for me. But I think the concept of like celestial beings like that could be really, really well done. So it's not even that bad of a movie. Not even the worst, but not the best, not good. Solid, like high D. Hawkeye. This could have been one of the best Disney Plus shows for Marvel, other than Moon Knight, if they didn't try to be too hype. So there were a lot of deleted scenes, but they deleted them because they wanted to like, have this build-up reveal of Kingpin. Because like Kingpin actually had a lot more scenes than he did in the actual show. Because in the show they're like, they're teasing this big guy that's gonna happen. This big guy you don't want to mess with. He's gonna show up someday. Big guy, and everyone knew. Yeah, it's Kingpin. That's Kingpin. We know it's Kingpin, but they just cut all of his scenes to only reveal him in the end, and that just really didn't need to happen. It really fumbled there. I think I liked how Yelena from Black Widow, Florence Pugh, Black Widow's sister, comes back there. I think she was really interesting for the small role she played in the movie, not the show. I think Kate Bishop's awesome. Yeah, the same actor. Oh yeah, I guess it's kind of a bit of a oof. But yeah. They reveal that. But it's just like, it's also a Christmas story, which is like, it's just a fun family Christmas story about a old man archer, young girl archer, and a dog. And like, I just like the story of how Clint is just like, he just wants to get this job done so he can go back home to spend Christmas with his family. And he keeps running into this like a bunch of like his past and a bunch of gangs. Yeah, Kingpin is like Daredevil and Spider-Man villain, so it's kind of like wacky. Like, I feel like they really, really butchered it near the end. With like they really do for most Disney Plus shows. But like, trying to think. There were some solid episodes here. It was just like a fun, shut your brain off, like low stakes adventure. Like Red Skull, Captain America, Joker, Batman, Superman. Like, yeah. So I think Hawkeye, honestly, I think I'll put it in low B. Yeah, I think I'll put it there. Okay. But then, Spider-Man No Way Home. Disney doesn't know how to make TV shows now. Yeah, I think DC can make some pretty good TV shows, and then Marvel makes some pretty good movies. It's a generalization though, but in average, I think. In average. Okay, Spider-Man No Way Home. I mean, I actually soy-jacked the movie, so I put it pretty high. Yeah, I think I'll put it there. I think I'll tweak it a bit, but let's see if I want to. I think they I think they had a good balance of just like bringing things back for nostalgia's sake, or just bringing things back for like to write it pretty good. I think they had a big balance of it. Like I had like Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin, freaking Alfred Molina's Doc Ock, and freaking surprisingly they did freaking Jamie Foxx's Electro. They did justice for the characters, you know. Oh yeah, Ned. It also kind of like, I wish they did more Ned with Far From Home, so it can make Ned and No Way Home much more impactful. But I love Ned's involvement because he's actually involved now. He's the guy in the chair for once, because he's only the guy in the chair in like Homecoming. And then MJ and Peter's relationship was much more believable, much more fun to watch. J.K. Simmons playing a really minor role as J. Jonah Jameson. Funny, fun, serves his purpose. I think in terms of the John Watts' Homecoming trilogy, I think that's like what really, like, you can really feel like he actually directed it, and it's not just like a checklist of Marvel things to do. Because in No Way Home, you didn't have to build up anything. Only person I trust is my barber. That's a funny line. There's a lot of good lines there. There's actually a lot of good lines. Like Willem Dafoe gets really good lines. But you can definitely tell the movie planned to be something completely different. You can tell they had a completely different plan for the third movie until they had the call that they can use previous Sony characters, and they're like, "Oh shoot, let's do it!" Because you can tell they had a different like way to end a trilogy with Peter Parker getting outed as Spider-Man. Because it sounded like it's going to be an on-the-run movie, but then it just became... He quickly cleared his name, kinda. He's just now like a spider... He's just now considered a public spider menace, and now he has a bunch of multiversal villains. Yeah, it's still pretty good. It had some problems, some pacing issues, but it's still a solid movie. I really enjoyed... Like when Doc Ock the fight with Doc Ock on the bridge, I was like, oh, it's time, you know? And like the fight in the condo, in Happy's condo, the big fight is so tense, really well done. Like the spider sense scene, like the one shot dolly shot, and then like he just goes right around the apartment walking around, super tense, really well directed, well shot. And then I haven't even got to the other Spider-Man part where they come into the portals. Everyone soy jacks, everyone cheers and screams in the theater, but then they actually did some pretty good things with the characters for their really minor roles. So hey, it's pretty solid. So, with that being said, I don't know if I should put it above the Guardians films or below the Guardians films. Yeah, in a way, it serves its purpose as Spider-Man's origin story, and it just check marks the dead loved one. With great power comes great responsibility. Because after like years of Spider-Man content, having great power comes great responsibility, checkmark, relative death. It just felt like worn out, kind of like I can do this all day from Captain America. Like, oh my god, not this again. It just felt like that's like the one thing I felt like I was just checking the Spider-Man check marks, the Spider-Man checklist, the to-do list of Spider-Man movies. Because I wasn't really sad when it happened. I was like, oh shoot, they're doing this. Oh shoot. And low key, I felt more sad from Happy's reaction. I felt sadder from Happy's reaction to her death. But yeah, I think... Okay, I'll keep it here for now, that I'll do them last minute tweaks later. Moon Knight. Moon Knight's the first Disney Plus series where the ending didn't suck. But that means the middle wasn't the best thing either. The middle was kind of like lackluster. On episode 4? Oh, okay. Episode 5 and 6 are the best, I think, in my opinion. That's all I'm gonna say. No spoilers. Episode 1 had the best cinematography. It was really well shot. It had some really good shots. Episode 5 was like really well written. I like it so far. Yeah. The characters are fun. Oscar Isaac did a good job. And episode 6 is like a really, really exciting finale. I wish they had more to it. I felt like it was really slow in the beginning. And then like really good middle to end. But I think the ending kind of just like it just kind of ended abruptly, in my opinion. Still a solid finale though. So in my opinion, that makes it. I'll put it here. Low A. Teaser for Blade? No, that was in the end of Eternals. The end of Eternals, there was a character that was introduced in the beginning of the movie who was dating one of the Eternals, but they're kind of taking a break because of the whole like, oh hey, you're an Eternal, you got a bunch of things to do, so I guess you don't have time for this relationship. So but then like Eternal's like, oh yeah, you have some family stuff to work out, so figure that out. So he goes off, and the end credit scene, he's like, he finds this sword. I think it's the Ebony Blade. He's supposed to be Black Knight. He's Black Knight in the comics, but then like there's an off-screen voice, the voice is of Mahershala Ali, who was casted as Blade. So we figured out that, oh my god, that's Blade then. If that's the voice of Mahershala Ali, that's Blade. So yeah, that's Blade. So they're building up some sort of like sword team with Blade and like Black Knight, and maybe some other sword characters. I don't fucking know. That's what I mean by how Eternals is just like a. It was just they crammed in. The executives crammed in a bunch of like teasers. But let's see. Let's see. Was I on something earlier? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I said my piece on everything else. And then, okay, people have their issues with Multiverse of Madness. Like it had a pretty like weak script from what I've heard, and I kind of agree with. But it's still pretty creative, I think. And for that, I put it in a high B. I think it's a really creative movie. Super tense. Oh yeah, no, like they did not pull back. And it's pretty brutal in Marvel standards. It's pretty brutal. They did not hold any punches. I like the theme of like our place in the universe. I wish they kind of fleshed out the characters a bit more though. I wish you got to like get a bit more emotional growth from Doctor Strange, a bit more like characterization from America Chavez. Cause like and then currently like Scarlet Witch is like the controversial part of it, where it's like she's the villain. Why is she like being a villain? Why? But some people like people saying it's like, oh, because of this thing happened, which messed her up. But it's like even like have your like writing like despite the arguments about the consistency, she made a really good antagonist. Really, like all her scenes, she kills it in. Wong also really good. Wong kills it. And I think people really set their expectations high for a multiverse film, because they want to like, oh, let's go do all these different multiverses. And yeah, maybe we could have had some more multiverse madness to it, but I think for just Doctor Strange story, I think it did just fine. So I put it in a high B. So yeah, in my opinion. And that's it. The objective MCU tier list by the correct opinions only. Okay, actually I'm not actually done though, because I'm gonna do some tweaking. No, I made this argument in the beginning of the stream. I was saying, just because they got canonized by like some multiverse stuff doesn't mean I can put them in there. Just because Doctor Strange did a bit of a magic spell doesn't mean I can count these Sonyverse that were there like a decade before the Marvel Cinematic Universe. That doesn't count. Like, these were like half a decade before Iron Man 1. And now it's considered MCU just because Doctor Strange did a magic spell. But no. I would say it's just a different universe. It's still technically a different universe. Oh, no, I'm not rank. Like, do you think it's really weird for me to like do this? Like, oh, I rank Infinity War like this, but no, it's got nothing on Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, baby, Spider-Man 2, pizza time. It just doesn't work. I just don't feel it. Yeah, it's Spider-Man 2. Venom. Yeah, no. In my opinion, I don't really. And if that's the case, then where's like the other Marvel Netflix shows like Agents of Shield, Defenders, all the stuff that got quote unquote decanonized? We're just doing the main things that were advertised as MCU. Where's the Flash? Okay. Yeah, this is my definitive tier list. I'm saving this. Alright. Boom. Wait, actually, no, wait. I was gonna do some tweaks. Wait. I'm stupid. Alright, let's see. Alright, F tier. Still the same, in my opinion. I've said my piece about them. D tier. Okay, I can't do Thor like... yeah, actually, no. I'm keeping Thor like this. Let's see. Maybe Age of Ultron high D. I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay. I think the first Avengers movie goes into B now. Like, time has passed. I think there's been much better things. I actually don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm gonna make a new tier. C minus. I'm making C minus. And for C minus, I'll put stuff like... Actually, oh shoot. Ah, shoot, wait, I'm running myself into a corner here. How about B minus? Nah, wait, I don't know what to do. I'm in a corner, man. Okay, I'll have AB, like a blood type. AB. And I'll put stuff like this, and this. B plus. I want to call it B plus. I want to make it AB, like a like. Because like, it's me implying it can be A and B at the same time. And because now I had this, okay, I think I'm gonna name these just to be better in terms of like. Average. Forget it. I'm trying to convey. I need to find a way to convey my opinions like this. Should I put... I'll put Moon Knight in AB. Let's equalize it a bit. But with that logic, I might put Doctor Strange in AB. Ah, shoot. Then again, if I do this, it's gonna make it look like a really generic MCU tier list. What am I doing? It's like, okay, level with me. Are Iron Man 2 and Age of Ultron average or below average? Because I already have them in low C. Should they be high D? I'm trying to think of like a really good standout scene from Age of Ultron to have it deserve the C spot. It's like there was like was there a cool fight scene? Oh, there's like Hulkbuster and Hulk. That's a thing. There's Vision. Alright, this is it. Frick it, I don't care anymore. Alright. That's my definitive opinion. You all are wrong. You all are wrong. Get out of here. Frick you.